great. Finally get a chance to work on things that we need to clean up from camp, and also just get our first look at our opponent. So it's really good. Guys are flying around. I thought you guys had a lot of energy.
What's your focal point on a day like today when you know you're in camp?
Communication, running the football, effort, and communication were our emphasis today. It's always a little loud in here, which gives us the best feel for what home is going to be. You know what I mean? How loud it's going to be. So. Yeah, we always like coming in here because it's kind of chaotic, so guys are forced to communicate and run football.
Even with 60% humidity.
Yeah, it was pretty thick in here.
Coach Kinney just talked about how much Montana has improved from spring to fall. What have you seen out of him growth-wise?
Yeah, just maturity. He's just learned. He's been in every meeting since I've ever been here with the safety. So his maturity, he's playing really, really fast right now. So. Talking about an elite athlete, and now he's putting it together in terms of what he's supposed to do in our scheme, and it's fun to see his growth.
As good as your two deep is a quarterback, Joseph Simpson is not in the scout jersey. Can you talk about his progression from the day of after campus until now?
Yeah, he's just the guy is just one of those guys that he played every sport in high school. Forget him on the basketball court, he's probably one of the best basketball players on the team. He's a guy who just has he has an high football IQ, and now that we're able to pair things down so much around him on a daily basis. Now going into prepping for a game, we think that he's really going to flourish. We think he's going to be a special player.
What do you feel about it? I know a whole lot of things watching the refs and stuff like that, but you've done a lot now.
Just again, from a maturity standpoint, sometimes it takes guys a little bit to understand the process and just the day-to-day work that's involved in the day-to-day development that they need to take upon themselves in order to be able to contribute and be able to contribute to the program. Jack's one of those guys. I mean, we brought him on back in the locker room era, believing that he could turn himself into a scholarship type player, and so he's done.
Max Swanson's been back in 11s after the injury in spring, and how's he looking, and what do you think about just kind of player that he is?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great person. He brings a lot of energy. His teammates love him. His first practice last week, he made a couple plays, and the whole team and I went crazy. It just shows you how much and what a big part of our program he is. And I can't wait to see him get back to that same form that he was at this spring. But he's ahead of where we thought he'd be, and that was a guy that was battling to start. So he's in terms of who he was in the spring. So when he gets back to full health, he's going to be a problem for teams that we want to see.
What are you seeing at nickel right now?
Just two really good athletes, just competing every day and getting themselves ready to play. And both guys are going to help us tremendously this year.
And it's like that's a position where it's not one guy that gets the majority of the snaps. Is that how you're approaching it?
Yes, sir.
We're talking about the Jeff too. How about
Yeah, I mean, they come prepared, they come with a lot of confidence. That's probably the first thing. And the preparation was so good, the preparation that we give those guys on a daily basis. They don't take a day off. They don't make sure the urgency and the meetings and the walkthroughs and the communication. Just talk about that special group and those guys. And you can see how fast these guys play this year.
How have you seen the defense improve from the fall, beginning of fall to now?
Here's the biggest thing. They've just improved tremendously in understanding situations and understanding just what the responsibilities are. We've built depth in our 3 deep on defense, which is a definite positive coming out of fall camp. And each and every day, we loaded these guys up mentally in fall camp, so now they're going to get the game plan as we move throughout the week towards our first game, and it's just the game plans are a lot simpler because you're practicing the same calls throughout the course of the week. Whereas in fall camp, we were giving those guys not completely new menu, but different menus almost every day. Put the onus on those guys to communicate and be able to see looks and be able to play those looks. And so I'm excited to see them put this together for game one.
What do you think the prospects are for Albert Smith and Lamar Williams to be on the field and either some passes as a baseline?
Very good. the prospects are very happy.
Why?
Just their development, their understanding, the strengths that those guys both bring. Omar, he's really developed into me. I think he's going to be a special player here. As long as he continues to grow the way that he is, and that he's patient with it too, and doing it the right way, he's going to be an every-down player before you know it here. And he's going to impact very big part. I think also, Bart just can he's dynamic off the edge. We're talking about different. He's just different. He just gives a different speed in the pass rush. And he's so technically sound in terms of our base stuff. So the object is to give those guys more reps to continue to develop those guys.
Not even specifically on the field, but off the field, are there any younger defenders that you've seen really step up as leaders?
Yeah, I mean, we have such a strong leadership contingent. We try to teach our guys that you can't be a leader until you can't be a great leader until you're a great follower. And sometimes guys just get put into leadership positions that aren't ready for it, but you put them in those positions so they can observe and see why and see how guys lead. So understanding that and listening and learning to pay attention. So we got a great young group of guys that I think have a lot of leadership qualities. But we have such a strong upperclassmen and experienced leadership group this year. It's good because those younger guys are learning from those guys that have been there and done that, and that have such high expectations for this upcoming season.
Thank you.
Thank you.